just sit and do a little body scan. So what we're going to do is we'll go from head to toe. You don't have to study physiology. So it could just be, that area, I don't know what it's called, or, you don't have to get anxious about, is that the humerus or that, no, just top to bottom. And the idea is just to bring your patient awareness to, the 10th floor and then the 9th floor and then the 8th floor, or whatever, however you think of it. And you want to follow the pattern. You don't want to jump around and be at the ridge and then back up to the shoulder or something. And it could be that when you do it, you come to the shoulder, and then for you, it's sort of the ball and socket, so it's pretty localized. And it could just be shoulder, that's fine for me. And it could be for you, it's like I just put some medicine on my shoulder. It could be just more that muscle that hurts, that's fine. But it could also just be shoulder level, meaning this whole sort of zone. In other words, you pretty well can't do it wrong. So we're bringing this, how did I phrase it, patient awareness? Mm-hmm. So let me just talk a little bit about the quality of the patients. If you go to talk to a 5-year-old, let's say you're a 5-year-old, and there's something that they need or something's wrong, you're going to bring some patient awareness because you're trying to get this answer, and you can't just go in the china shop and then they start being afraid of how you're approaching them and feel like they did something wrong or whatever. You just have to kind of, come on, honey, we've talked about this. What's going on? Is it? But if it was somebody else's kid, like you didn't know, you'd bring to bear more patient and more awareness. Because with your own kid, you know what they've learned, you know what their concerns are, you know how they talk, and you guys have a relationship. So you probably have less patience. There's probably a point in which, listen, Billy, just tell me what you know, because you tried. But somebody else's kid, you'll probably have more patience and more awareness, because you're just trying to figure out what it could have been, But the type of patient awareness that we're bringing through the body scan to the sort of zones or levels of the body is the next step beyond that. And that is, there's a kid that clearly needs something, so maybe it's a 4-year-old or something like that, 6-year-old somewhere, and you don't know them. They don't speak your language and they're not from your culture. So you know that you have to bring to bear a whole lot more patience and also really tune into what the little signals are that might hint at what the issue is. Whereas your own kid, you're like, is it Bobby again? Was Bobby at the playground? Yeah, kind of halfway figured, So we're sort of approaching the zones, the levels, the spaces of the body the way we would a kid who's not from our culture and doesn't speak our language. That makes sense? Rather than trying to get you to be where I am, I'll just kind of stay where I am every once in a while. And then it's not wrong if I'm at the knee and you're still at the neck, but it's not going to make for a great class if we have to wait an hour for Garrett to catch up, So for our purposes, you might notice, okay, he's already at the hip and I'm still at the shoulder. Let me hurry along a little bit and practice my patience with a different kid, you know, when you're doing it on your own, you know, this kid's got nothing. Just move on. When you're doing it on your own, you obviously are going to pretty well take the time that you actually need. And some of them, there's no issue. If the kid has nothing to say, they just, hey, and you move on. And sometimes, there's something's up, right? And so the pace that you do the whole thing with may vary. You may find yourself spending a lot of time, you know, wherever. Okay? So I'm at the top layer of the head. So I'm above all of the sensory organs. I'm in my mind. Skull, scalp. Now I'm at the level of the third eye, the temples, the eyes, bridge of the nose, maybe the top of the ears a little bit, kind of the zone if you were wearing a mask, you know, or like a Zorro mask, that kind of zone. But I'm also aware of the mind inside there, not just the surface features. Now I'm with the rest of the head, from the cheekbone to jaw, including the ears, including the teeth and the tongue, including the base of the brain, the reptile brain, the atlas vertebra, gallbladder 20. It's not an interrogation, it's a patient, empathetic connection. In case that area does indeed want to say something. Then we're in the throat, the neck, back of the neck. And this is like the mouth level, this is partly hollow at this level. But there's still tongue here, there's still an epiglottis. There's an Adam's apple maybe, there's arteries. There's the SCM, there's the large and small intestine on either side of the neck, running its pattern. And now I'm in the top of the shoulders, so kind of the collarbones and up. So this is kind of where the neck flares into the back. But it's not a level of the organs. This is between the upper organs and the lower organs. This is the level that, if you wore a cape, it would be attached. This is where the breath enters the trunk. And now I'm at the heart level, the pectoral level, the breast, the rest of the shoulders, the top of the shoulder blades, the upper lobe of the lungs, just saying that so that you don't think there's only one way of doing it. You might get caught into doing it a familiar way. And now I'm in the middle section of the trunk, the bottoms of the lungs, the diaphragm is here, moving. We're above the lower viscera here. There's ribs around this, all the way around. Kidneys. Now I'm in the lower trunk, where we have the urinary bladder, some of the liver and the spleen, the pelvic floor at the bottom, the intersex organs, of course the stomach, intestines, so many intestines. And I'm just checking in, patient, attentive, empathetic, querying, gentle. So sometimes when I'm sitting this way, the way you guys are sitting, I'll do the whole legs at the same scan, because they're all sort of at the same level when we sit in this lotus. But you can also continue down as if you were standing and do, the pelvis and the butt and the groin, and then the upper legs, and then the knees, and then the calves, and then the ankles and feet or something. But for us, for now, we're just going to do the whole lower body. One way I visualize this is that I'm sitting in a sacred pool, right? Sacred stuff all over the place. It's warm, there's statues, and I'm sitting right up to my belly button, or my belt. So the only part of me that's in this nurturing sacred water is my legs. And I kind of scan as though the water's doing the scanning. And so my lower body begins to get this amniotic amnesia. It just forgets how it's ordinarily functioning, what it ordinarily relates to. And it just has the highest level of comfort, security. Then we're going to take our left hand and place it on the body somewhere. And just let it rest there. So the hand is almost definitely going to the place that you needed it. And the hand is kind of like when you don't know how else to help somebody, you put a blanket on them. Even though you're not a doctor or a shrink, you're just like, you put a blanket on them. So that hand has that blanket quality. Like, hey, maybe I can't do much, but this is love, this is security, this is comfort, this is empathy. Then we'll just slowly come back into the room. smells. You're like, I don't know if I really have a muscle that I need. It smells, oh my god. That's how do I feel?
Good. Relaxed.
Yeah. So what's important there is not studying the pace I did it at. You know, as you get more familiar with it, like I'll do a body scan. It's just 6 seconds. But I'm not rushing. I have recently been checking in, and I'm developing language for those things, so to communicate. But I could also just do it for a very long time. Just take a long time to scan the body, and then neither one's right or anything. My point here is like I'm not trying to teach you the pace. I was just picking a pace that we could do as a group. You know. What do you say? Karen?
Nothing good to say.
Yeah.
I like the water aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I see what you said, that the water was doing the scanning, it shifted,
Yeah.
like, how I was doing it.
Yeah, and I just decided to throw that in instead of doing the standard scan. I just, once I got there, I was like, I feel like that's what I need, so I'll just show you a variant the first time.
I like
You
that.
know, but you could have did in the same manner all the way through. You know, but I kind of like picturing just that whole pool, and you know, you can see the lily pads and the statues and the palm trees or whatever, you know, pilgrims or something. It's just it's really nice. Okay. So, how do we do for homework?